Hey y'all, it's your girl Eva Raye. Welcome back to my channel. So y'all, I just did my lashes. I want to get in here and do a quick get ready with me. I am loving my lash extensions. So what I used today for my lash extensions were Ardell Individuals. This video is not sponsored by Ardell, although I wish it was. I used the Duralash Not Free Naturals in short black and medium flares. So I really love these lashes, especially if you do your lashes at home on a budget. You know, not going into a salon or a lash technician. These are a really good substitute for at-home glam. So it took me about an hour to do both my left and my right eye, but I've been practicing on and off with my lashes, not only just strips, but with individuals. So I've had tons of practice, like getting in there and doing like, a semi-professional job. I'm not certified lash technician, so this is just what I know and how it works. I know on my eyes and what I like to look like, so I guess I just go with it. So never mind if you see this little clicker that I have sometimes in my hand. I don't know why I talk with it in my hand, but this is my control. I like to use this selfie lighter, actually selfie clicker that I purchased on Amazon. So this works wonders. Right now as I'm recording this video, instead of stopping the video or continuing and just editing out so many bloopers, I have this cute little selfie clicker that allows me to record all my videos, to take selfies, put up my tripod, and set up my camera or my phone, and I don't have to toil with like stopping and doing any of that. So this is like a wonder. So let's get started really quick on this look. I'm doing a quick natural get ready with me beat. A few things that I'm going to be using in this video. I know you guys cannot see my makeup setup, and I would be ashamed for y'all to see my setup, so I'm not even going to show it. But I have been using this e.l.f. HD powder in sheer. So I just opened a new one. I have like 4 or 5 boxes, so no big deal. I'll just throw that there in the little trash can. It comes in this little cute case, and it's basically a translucent powder. So of course it comes with the little tuft here, the little powder brush, whatever, powder poof. And then I like to just take my tweezers and peel off the easy open sticker that's there. Woo. Be careful, all the, ooh, Lord have mercy. The dust will come up, the little powder will come up, and then it comes with a little strainer or whatever, so I just put that in there. So I just wanted to do that real quick. Back to my lashes, I use the Ardell Lash Type with my Ardell Individuals. I also have the professional mink lashes. That typically takes me about 2 to almost 3 hours to get like a classic full set. So I like the individual Duralash versus my individual hairs because it's a very tedious, and I'm not certified, so this is just like bougie on a budget. Bougie on a budget. So the first thing I'm going to start with, and I know I need more, is my Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio Primer. It's a blur smooth, so it's a number 100. I've already cleaned my face and did all that, so I did my regimen for that. And I know I need more because there's like none in here, girl. A little goes a very long way, so I'm just gonna dab that a little bit on my face, rub that in. So lately I've been doing this routine of the powder first application versus the powder after application. For the girls out there who have oily skin, like that type of problem, or like your makeup doesn't stay matte all the time, I would highly recommend doing the powder first method. Only because if you're going to be active, like I'm going on a date tonight, so if you're going to be like active, or you know, perspire or anything like that, you want your makeup to stay as matte as possible. So I highly recommend doing something like this, because your makeup will stay matte for. So I don't know why I cannot find any of my little cosmetic mirrors right now. I don't know why this is such a struggle, but like I said, I'm on a crunch time, so I'm just gonna get right into it. I need to do my brows. I want to stay very natural, so I'm using a just very inexpensive brow pencil. This one is Maybelline. It's like scratched off because I keep it in the drawer with my other makeup, not my pencil drawer. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna go in and shade in my brows. Shading in the tail first, and going in and darkening. Very light strokes in the front. I know that the lines are a little bit harsh, but I'm going to go back in with my powder and go back in with my angled brush, and I'm going to clean all that up. And do the same to the other side. Now I'm going to go in with my angled brush, and like I said, I like to use some powder for this next step. Darken up the tail. And it also uses as like a set. So with this step here, I have very curly brows, so sometimes I use pomade and don't have to use a powder to set my brows, but when I use a pencil, I always have to set with some type of dark powder, and I just using a very cheap, inexpensive like eyeshadow palette that I had like years ago. I believe it's just an Ulta palette that I'm using to darken up my brows. So yeah, like I said, very inexpensive, and it's double the job. So it just sets my brows and darkens them up. I don't know why, like doing videos and stuff, like I just don't talk and know that I have to. And then I'm going to go in with this brown. I'm just using it from my box of crayons, as y'all can tell, palette. And I'm just going in with the brown at the beginning. And like I said, it's going to look definitely harsh, but don't worry. I'm going to go in with the spoolie and lighten these up and make them look a little bit more natural. I kind of like overdraw sometimes and then wipe off what I don't need. Like the kind of like unibrow deal, and wipe off what I don't need. just going to go in and make the beginning look as natural as possible, blending in those two colors because I use like a lighter brown at the beginning and a black at the tail. And the reason being is because my natural hair is dark, and that's what I'm wearing today. Just getting that. I can just like wipe it with my finger. I don't really have to get in there. I would use a makeup wipe, but I'm not going to waste a makeup wipe. And I like to get in there. This still has a little bit of product on it from when I pomade my brows earlier today. So just going in and brushing that, blending in those colors and trying to make it look as natural as possible. I love this method when you're using like a regular eye pencil, because like I said, when you put the eyeshadow on it, it sets the eye pencil, and you know how like after a while your brow starts to get... Alright, so we're back. My phone had died. Oh, Lord have mercy. My phone had died, and I was trying to clear up some space on my phone as well because I didn't have any storage. So that was that. So I just like just about almost completed my brows. They're almost done. So whatever. Drop this here. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Fiona Stiles concealer. This one is full coverage, perfect finish. So funny story is I used to work at Ulta for about a year and some change back in 2017. And of course, you know, when you work at any store, you get their deals or sales, whatever may have you. So I end up getting a lot of makeup for free or close to free. And I know this Fiona Stiles had went like this particular line was being sold or going out of sale. I can't remember. But as I was cleaning out some of my makeup, I had all this brand new makeup that I never even touched. Like, girl, comment below if you have makeup that you don't touch, that you haven't touched, that's never been open, and you kind of like look at it like, when did I buy this? Like, I had one of that aha moments like, okay, I'm running out of concealer, so I don't want to go get any Shape Tape or any Makeup Revolution, so let me see what I got. And lo and behold, in my concealer drawer, I had this sitting there. So I'm using this. I don't know why I'm... Okay, so let's try this again. My phone is acting, it's tripping. So now I'm going to go on with this e.l.f. powder, and I'm just going to take about that much. I've already put on my primer, as you can tell. So I'm going to take my powder brush, wherever it may be. I'm going to use this. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to take my powder brush that I usually use, and I'm going to dab the areas that get oily consistently. T-zone area. And I know it looks weird. And then my forehead. Okay. Pressing the powder in. Kind of almost all over a little bit, but not too much all over. But the nose area is definitely where I have the most trouble. Okay, so now I'm going to be using my face flat angled brush, and I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way, and I am the color Chai. I believe Jackiana and I are the same color. I believe so. So yeah, go in, and I'm going to apply this over the powder. I have done this before, honestly, and I have definitely liked the results. I feel like it gives me a more matte finish and not so oily to where I have to set it afterwards and it still gets really oily as the day goes by or the time goes by. So I really, really enjoy this method because I've done it before. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in and set my concealer underneath my brows. I forgot to do so while messing with this phone and this camera. So yeah. So this is how it's looking so far. And that's about, I want to say about 2.5 pumps of that Too Faced. And like I said, I'm going to do a very simple get ready with me beat. Nothing over the top.